Hello everyone, my name is Roshni Khanna. Today I'm going to talk about something that affects each one of us. And I will address to my community of entrepreneurs, and this is something that stops us the most whenever we have to decide and when we have to take those really big decisions which can change the trajectory of our business, of our life, and of everyone, be it employees or stakeholders or customers who are connected in our ecosystem. It's called the fear of the unknown. Fear of the unknown keeps us stuck from taking that leap of faith which will completely change our lifestyles, completely change who we are as individuals, and it will make us our highest possible selves. And fear of the unknown is one of the top reasons of failure in entrepreneurship. I have met so many people who talk about not taking that leap of faith, not trying out their dream project because they have fear of the unknown. And I just want to tell you some steps that can help you deal with that fear of the unknown in a much better way. Number one, let's just go back in time and remember, how did this whole life start? Remember, how did you take that leap of faith and choose life on earth? You were in your mother's womb and you actually took that leap of faith into the unknown and you decided to take birth. So that's basically who you are. You've always been this fearless soul who has chosen stepping into the unknown and not being in a place of fear. So remember the start. Every time the fear of the unknown starts cropping up, the first thing you have to do is close your eyes and go back and remember, where did it all start from? It was by taking that leap of faith. Number two, remember that when life really gets over and we're all old, and when we look back at life, the biggest regret, now this is by survey, the biggest regret that people feel when they're dying or in their old age is that I wish I would have lived my life fearlessly. I wish I would have lived my life fearlessly. And it's really the pain of regret which is bigger than the pain of failure. So it's up to you. You have to decide what kind of a life you want to lead. Do you want to lead a life where you are just by the surface of the sea, or you really want to go beyond the horizon? So it's your choice. It's finally, you're the designer of your own life. So it's again over here, you need to feel the pain. Okay, you need to feel the pain, whether it's the pain of regret or it's the chance you give yourself to fail. And once you take that leap of faith, in some time, after you take that leap, what's going to happen is the unknown is going to start becoming your new known territory. So anyways, you got to do it, right? You can't sell yourself short for such a long span of 80 to 100 years. So anyways, what you need to do is you need to feel the pain. You need to take that leap of faith. You need to have faith, and you need to be there in the battlefield. And that's when, by practice again and again, does that fear of the unknown reduce. It's not just going to go away by me telling you this or you listening to stories. No. It's absolutely on point by action, by sheer resilience, and by sheer commitment to go beyond that fear. And the third and the most important, and I would call it actually a game changer, is to reduce the impact of the fear of the unknown is really to know why you want to do that project, to know why do you want to take that leap of faith, to know why is this idea so important that you would want to try it and give up on everything else every other opportunity that comes to you. Why is really the game changer. And once you really know the why, your why becomes that light in the darkness. Your why becomes that torch in the race of life. And that why becomes the North Star in your travel journey. So once you know your why basically gets you out from every possible situation and also gives you immense courage to take that leap of faith. Because your why is the answer to every single question that life is going to throw at you, that business is going to throw at you, that every single market shift is going to throw at you, that every stakeholder is going to ask you. Your why is going to be your answer and your co-traveler in the race that you have been shying away to run. Just quoting a few examples. So for innovators and change makers, if people like Albert Einstein would have succumbed to the fear of the unknown, where would we be today? If Jack Ma, who is the co-founder of Alibaba Group, he actually failed in mathematics, in entrance tests of mathematics. He was rejected by KFC for an employment opportunity. If he would have thought small of himself and he would have not pushed through, what the world would have missed. An entrepreneur, a philanthropist like Jack Ma. Quoting an Indian example, Kalpana Sarojji, the CEO of Kamani Tubes. She went from being a child bride to being a multi-millionaire in India. She's an Indian entrepreneur. She's a Padma Shri awardee and a TEDx speaker. She's also on the board of a bank for women. If she would have succumbed to the fear, we would have lost such a pioneer, such a brilliant inspiration. People like Kangana Ranaut, Priyanka Chopra, Michael Jackson, Oprah Winfrey, Louise Hay, Maya Angelou, the Wright brothers, Martin Luther King, Mahatma Gandhi ji, Shri Shri Ravi Shankar ji. These are all people who had something in them that took them forward, that took them into the unknown, like a fierce force of life. The only difference, the only thing that makes these very community of people different, these artists, these pioneers, these change makers, these leaders, different, is that they knew their genius. They really knew their genius, and they knew what made them themselves, and they knew their purpose. They knew what they were fighting for. They knew what change they wanted to see in the world. Hence, they not only did take a single leap of faith, but they never stopped taking it in their lives. They constantly increased their comfort zones till everything was comfortable, and it just became the second nature. And everyone, each one of these people charted their own path. They actually built something out of sheer within, everything that came from within, and that vision that they have. And this cannot just be done by courage. This is not possible just alone by courage. You need a North Star. It needs divine grace, and it needs alignment with your life purpose. It needs alignment with the divine. It needs alignment with the force. Only then will you become a force of nature. It's not just numbers. We're here to change lives. And for you to change anyone's life and to build that business, which is so rewarding that it not only creates revenue, but it creates transformation. It changes lives of people. It creates global impact. And it elevates human consciousness, is only possible when your consciousness is aligned with your mission And when your mission is the mission of the divine, it's only then that you become a channel of the universe. And when you are a channel of the universe, no fear can stand between you and your mission. So welcoming each one of you in this space where we together can go beyond the fear of the unknown. And it's only and only possible when you know your life purpose, when you really know your life purpose and you walk the path of your mission. And yes, this is Roshni Khanna. Thank you so much for being connected in this space.